Greetings. I hope you're doing great. Wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. Congratulations. Congratulations to Julio on his upgrade. He got a Freightliner 2022. Um, I must tell you, I'm very happy for him. Drop him off at East Dubuque. Completed the evaluation and the upgrade process for him. He's on home time now, and he will be going on a dedicated account, I believe. So, how was the whole process? Well, when you get through with phase 2 of the training, so as you know, phase 1 of the training is where you do just about 4 weeks on property at Hirschbach, whether it's in East Dubuque, Illinois, or down there in Kansas City. I know those two locations. You have the second phase where you do another about 4 weeks. Some people who learn very fast, they get it done in 3 weeks, especially if you're with a trainer that's OTR. What is required of you is 200 hours behind the wheel. I find that after that process is done, your trainer is sent an evaluation form to fill out and do the evaluation. You as the student must complete at least 3 loads by yourself, but not by yourself, if you understand what I mean. 3 loads on your own. This means you will be checking in, checking out, you will be accepting your loads, you'll be doing your pre-trip, you will be doing your backing maneuvers, you will be doing coupling, uncoupling, you will be doing stuff to demonstrate that you fully understand how to use the TransFlow system, which is on the Hirschbach tablet, which is inside the truck. And those are just a few stuff. If I want to go straight, I shoot straight from the, straight. I didn't write it down, but after you're done with phase 1, then you're done with phase 2. That evaluation process is completed. Your trainer now sent in that form to the skills eval department. This is the department now that assigns you a truck. You are now assigned a new driver code, stuff like that. So just want to let you guys know how the whole process works. It's pretty easy. I know Julio had some challenge because I think his recruiter had left. Now, I'm very used to students' recruiter handling everything. All I have to do is get the student to East Dubuque, and then their recruiter will make sure they speak to who they should speak to. But I know I keep hearing the name Mark Long. So if you don't have a recruiter, this is the person who you need to get a contact for. Mark Long, and he will help you along the way. Julio went to pick up the truck, then speak with Mark Long. But I think the easiest way to do it is speak with Mark Long. He will give you the information, and then you go pick up your truck. I'm very happy for him. 2022 Freightliner. I know Hirschbach would normally give students a truck that's a little bit older. The trucks are new. It's 2021, 2020s, 2022s. But when I say a little bit older, you're going to have, maybe 300,000 miles on it. And I think they're just watching how you take care of that truck, how you make your loads on time, stuff like that. And usually if that truck is giving any problem, they don't mess around with just switching it out. And then you're getting something that's a lot newer. But Julio lucked out. He got a brand new 2022. Just want to say congratulations again. I'm going to get to some messages in the chat. Please type 1 if you're seeing me correctly and if the audio is correct. So I know YouTube takes a little bit to send out the notifications and stuff like that. So let me check the chat to see what's going on. I see Henry is with us, a long-time subscriber. Respect, Henry. Hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are. Someone said to me recently, if you say that damn thing one more time, just one more time, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hey, I don't know how I came up with that intro, But so I see a lot of ones, which means you're hearing me and you're seeing me correctly. Damien said, watching this video. Um, yeah, man. Nice to see you guys again. Hey, 2023 seems to be running away. Just a couple more days and we'll be marching into February, which is one of the shortest months. Let me see what I got for some comments in here. We got Damien. I also have a recruiter in the chat. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in there. And if I can answer before, I always try to help out. And that's what I like about this community too. Before I can answer a question, sometimes someone is already in the chat answering the question. I want to say a huge shout out to Ramen. He helped Julio to get on the Walmart dedicated account. And he was just telling Julio about it in the chat on the live stream. And I'm really, really thankful for that. Happy to see everybody, linking up, coming together. Okay, there is Brighton. That's a recruiter at Hirschbach in the chat. Damien, Hector, Henry, shout out, shout out. But yeah, so the evaluation process, it's not that hard. I mean, you will be tested on things that you are doing on a day-to-day while you are with your trainer. And what I like about this aspect of it is it's your trainer that you are with every day that's giving you this evaluation. So you don't need to get a little bit anxious. You're already with this person for about 3 weeks at this point. So, you just go out there, knock it out, do what you got to do. Go in, get your upgrade. What's your email at Britain? Okay, you go in, get your upgrade done. Down there in East Dubuque. I've never heard of anyone going to get the upgrade done in Kansas City, but I've heard of people picking up their truck at different locations. I spoke with a driver pick up his truck in Massachusetts. I spoke with someone pick up their truck all the way in Kansas City. I spoke with someone pick up their truck in Hirschbach in East Dubuque. So Young Critty is the man. Tons of great info. Thank you guys. I always try to bring value, and I feel like I don't make as much content for you guys, but I don't want to just make video. I want to bring value. If I'm helping someone, getting some information. Of course, there are those times when I just miss you all. So I gotta hop on, Thank you guys for the love. I see a lot of love in the chat. Henry said he's going OTR. Henry, I know you were on that Armada account in the Northeast. Wasn't going too well, but good luck on that. Let me see here. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure I drop a link for the live stream in the chat. If you want to call in, hop on. Got any questions, say hi to the gang, let us know. So we got the recruiter in the house. Brighton says Kansas City training facility is now closed. Just to let you all know. Okay, so is it a case where we are only training out of East Dubuque? I did notice down there in Kansas City, it's a little bit small. I've heard people don't have some of the best experiences, but I know people used to train in Kansas City and then they would come to East Dubuque to test out. So I know that challenge had exist. But if you are thinking about coming to Hirschbach, there's Brighton in the chat. Feel free to get all the info you need. Or even just drop a link underneath one of my videos. Also, feel free to use the driver referral code if I help you. I was thinking today about the whole driver referral code thing. If someone doesn't even use the driver referral code, you know what hits me more than anything else? To know that I can help someone on their journey and to watch my video, come to Hirschbach, go through the training, get their evaluation done, get in their own truck, and they call me. And they're like, yo, Critty, I'm rolling, man. I'm rolling. I think Julio sent me a picture of his truck too. I think that's the more, I don't know. My English is not the greatest, as much as it might seem, but that's the more comforting feeling that I get from doing all of this content. So, but now we've learned that the Kansas City terminal has closed. Also, I was told today by Brighton that we are not hiring out of Florida unless, I know someone had some questions about that on the last live stream. Unless you know a recruiter or a referral, someone who will bring you in and train you, um, and that might be a bit tricky because you might have to get to East Dubuque, train at East Dubuque, then get with your trainer. Um, and I think you might have to be, I don't know if they have a dedicated account now. It's very tricky if you're trying to get in from Florida. Hey, Logan, how is it going? Welcome to the night train. I see a lot of my regulars are just joining. I think YouTube is finally sending out my notifications. So happy to see you guys. Shout out, Logan. I'm wondering, when are you testing out, Logan? I know you were down there at East Dubuque. I came down there to drop off Julio. I didn't get a chance to meet a lot of people, but I really had to drop him off and turn around and head out because I didn't have a lot of time on my clock, and then I had to start to drive on the way back. Also, guys, I just want to say, if you are already driving or you're testing out or you're in that process of going out with a trainer, listen to your trainer and be very careful out there. The winter is not over yet. It's not over yet. The roads are slippery. I was watching Mother Trucker channel, uh, Asian My show. I watch that channel a lot. No Hippie, Trucking, Transportation, Trucker Brown. Those are some of my channels that I watch. And they were talking about 50 vehicle pileup. I know in Wisconsin, close to where I live, I think this was on the border of Illinois and Wisconsin a couple days ago. We had a multi-vehicle crash pileup. There was a couple fatalities as well. So let's just stay safe out there and take heed. You know, sometimes the road might not seem slippery. It might not be snowing. Don't get ahead of yourself because all it takes is just the snap of a finger. And sometimes it's not even you. We have to be aware of the four-wheelers and other truckers around us. You know, not to dry snitch or anything, but it hurts me so much to see a fellow truck driver from our industry driving with the cell phone in one hand and the steering wheel in one hand. And I think to myself, this is why these drivers don't want to drive for Hirschback and they talk about the camera and stuff like that. But do you need to be operating a semi-truck with 80,000 pounds, right? Tractor trailer, you're talking about 74 feet. The trailer alone is 53. Do you need to be operating that with the cell phone in one hand? And sometimes 1 feet up on the dashboard. I'm wondering if they're in Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica, and I wonder if they're on vacation while driving. I know bad habits are easy to kick in trucking, but man, especially this time of the year, just be careful out there. Just be careful out there, guys. Jabo, Tanya, and I test out tomorrow. Well, best of luck. I was watching Jerry's channel, and he had a video talking about week 3. I saw Tanya put out a video as well about week 3. So I'm trying to get caught up on the content, and you guys subscribe to each other, watch everybody's video. You know, we always support each other over here, so that's great. Yeah, good luck to you guys. You know, always remember on the day of testing, the butterflies. Sometimes a little anxiety kicks in. Take a deep breath. You have for some of the maneuvers, you have 2 pull-ups and you have 2 get out and look. Feel free to use them before you hung the horn and said, I have now completed my test. Whether it's the in-cab, whether it's parallel parking, you know what I mean? So use those guys, and best of luck to you all. We are rooting for you. I probably should do a live stream tomorrow night. Y'all tell me how it goes. Yeah. No, you said, I think we may get Tanya to do a live if we all pass tomorrow. Let's change that. I know Tanya will do a live when you all pass tomorrow. And I will do a live in the night. Yeah, yeah, I'll make some time tomorrow. I try not to schedule the night train because this train could be going to North Dakota. This train could be going to Wisconsin. This train could be going down in Iowa. You don't know. Hopefully you can catch the train. But you know, the work comes first. As much as I try to hang out with you guys and stuff, the work comes first, and we have to take care of that. Yeah, we got a comment from Logan. Straight back is one, and the other two are 2 and 2. Okay, so you get one pull up for the straight back, two for the offset or the parallel. But you know, just don't overthink it. A lot of times, when the test day comes, anxiety get the better of us. Cake Daddy, yeah, I think I missed your comment. Let's see what's going on. I got you. Hey, I was charged with a felony, but the charges was later dropped. Not convicted. Can I go to Hirschback training? If Britain is still in the comment, I'm pretty sure you'll get some help with that question. But when it comes to felony, well, being that you were not convicted, I can't see why, but you want to speak with a recruiter to get something concrete on that. Okay, we got a recruiter answering right now. Brighton said, hi, Kate. We would need you to be TWIC card eligible. Where is mine? Speaking of here we go. This is mine, actually. Funny, I've never used my TWIC card. I got it when I was at Prime Inc. and I was doing a lot of OTR stuff. But now that I'm on a dedicated account, I never use my TWIC card. But thank you for answering that question for us. The TWIC card allows you to go like on the ports and stuff like that. But let me see here. For anyone who have any questions about the process upgrading or the evaluation, please let us know in the chat. I'm right here. I'll be ready to help you guys out. I want to say this though, on the evaluation. For Julio, this one took about, I would say 3 weeks, and it's usually 4. But if you are a fast learner and you are getting closer to 200 hours, your trainer can now suggest to the training team, this guy has exceeded expectation, is doing very well. And then it is up to the training team to approve going ahead with setting you up for an upgrade. And I'm very happy that the training department trusts the trainers that much, because you have some people learn faster than some. I notice a lot of people, the backing, when you come straight out, because it's a new industry, you know what I mean? When you come straight out of training and you get on the road, you're still got a little roughness on the backing, but a lot of people, they get it knocked down pretty easy. And some people we have to be a little bit more patient with as trainers. And I can tell you, for me, it's just great to be a part of. I will say this, right now it's like -5 degrees outside. I'm in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I'm happy I'm not out there with someone backing up the truck right now. I always make light of this situation. That's one of the most challenging part with being a trainer in the winter time, is, you know, being patient with a new person when they're backing up. But as a trainer, we have to be respectful And we have to also remember that we started out there. We were all there just like you. Uh, some people come to Hirschback with a little bit of trucking background. And you can tell these drivers too, because on the first day, they will try to trick you in terms of lane control. But I can tell when someone has a little bit of prior experience based on how they back up the truck. Let's say the first or the second time, I'll be like, you've done this before. And you know what? Sometimes it's not even that they had prior experience, they just learn fast. Some people get it. Nate looks like Haley. Joel, oh, you guys messing around in the chat. Just trying to get to some comments. How fast is the application process? It depends on if you have a recruiter working with directly, or if you just go online and fill out an application. I had a recruiter, so I could have started at Hirschback. Like I fill out my application on a Tuesday, I think, and I could have started the following Friday. But I wanted to give my previous employer enough time, so I had to put my 2 weeks notice in. So I have to schedule it, push it back. I've spoken to drivers who the application process Searchback will get you in very quickly. They'll give you the option to take a Greyhound bus if that works better for you. Hirschback will fly you in if they have to, and that's what I like about the company too, man. They'll get you a rental car. If you live close to the East Dubuque facility, you can drive your personal car and park right there on campus, stuff like that. I have a recruiter, and this is from Damien. I have a recruiter, but he's telling me 3 weeks. I don't see why it should take you 3 weeks. Yeah, I don't see why it should take you 3 weeks. Logan said, I drove up there to Dubuque. Yes, you can drive if you have your personal vehicle. You definitely can, and you can park on campus. Hirschback does very well in the training down there. They provide you with housing. They also have some small vans. I don't know, those vans can be a little bit crowded depending on the size of the class that you're training with. But they have some vans that you could take from the hotel to like Walmart if you need. From the hotel over to the facility, the actual facility in East Dubuque. I know a lot of people, they stay at the Baymount. Is it the Baymount, the name of the hotel? I personally stayed at the Best Western down there when I joined the company. But I think it's now Baymount. Okay, so I'm getting some feedback here. So in terms of the application, we are booked out. So about 3 weeks, about 3 to 4 weeks at the moment. Yeah, Damien has been trying to get with us for quite some time. I'm surprised you haven't joined the family as yet, Damien. I'm just excited and anxious to start the process. Well, Breton can help you with that. I don't want to make sure. I just want to make sure I don't miss a lot of comments here. This is from Logan. I'm very grateful for all the people I've met here at Hirschback. I will say the same thing. And it's all about relationships. I've met drivers who I met here, they have moved on, recruiter, people, and I still keep in contact with them. I've met people here in the YouTube space as well that are connected to Hirschback. And I must say, even when I stop down there in East Dubuque and I'm chilling in the lounge, a few drivers, of course, they're going to give you some stories. If you want to hear some stories, stop in that lounge by the shop down there in East Dubuque. Now, sometimes I have to let them know, hey, I got to roll, I got to load, I got to go. But I'm very grateful as well. I want to say shout out to Kale Lee. Shout out to, this guy from the lease department, Garrett. Um, just shout out to everybody down there, man. Whenever I need information, I have no problem. I just have to speak with somebody, and they're always willing to help me out. So we got a confirmation. Yes, Baymont is the name of the hotel for the trainees down there. I got a comment from Logan. If you watch Tanya, she goes to License. Now, be careful how I pronounce some of these words. Like every other day, it seems. We had a few of our classmates that met Wildbeard when he came back. Yes, I've been watching Wildbeard videos for a long time. Legendary Hirschbackian. I've been watching his videos. Even when he was not with Hirschback, I still watch his videos. Um, so I watched one of his videos today too. Wildbeard is back with us, and it's always great to have an OG that's always willing to pass on game and also have a positive spirit. Um, when I run into people down there in East Dubuque, they always like, man, your videos help me to join the company. And one thing I noticed that they always point out is they say I have a positive spirit or a positive outlook on the industry. And, in the industry, you're going to have some up days, you're going to have some down days. But it's what you make of it. I don't try to oversell trucking and tell people, oh, you got to get to your CDL, get to Hirschback. It's the best thing since sliced bread. I like sliced bread, by the way. But yeah, it's very good to hear to know that Wildbeard is back with Hirschback. I watched his videos while he was owner operator. I watched his last video. I think when he took some time away from trucking, stuff like that. So shout out to Wildbeard. Logan, Kale just took another new position. That's great. That's great. Kale was the only person from Hirschback that I asked to do an interview on my channel. And he's like, sure, Critty, whenever, without second guess, He didn't want to be on camera, but he did that interview, and it was a lot of information at the time because I was just becoming a trainer. I had been with the company for some time, and he gave you guys the information on how Hirschback do background check on a driver before a driver is even considered eligible to become a trainer and stuff like that. So shout out to Kale. I don't know what that new position is, but even when we were doing that course to become a trainer, he brings the information to you in such an easy way, but he also doesn't make the class boring. And that's very key, because when you're learning new information and you're sitting there in class, it's good to have someone bring that information over to you in a nice little way where you can enjoy the whole process. Of course, you always have that one person in the class that is a know-it-all. You know what? That is for a whole other video. That is for a whole other video. I got a question from Damien. Quick question. You're doing the lease program, correct? No, I am not signed up to a lease program as yet. I'm looking into it. I know being a dedicated driver and a dedicated account, I'm not going to get the miles that a driver is doing OTR is going to get that would maximize his earning potential as a lease operator. Looking at that and looking at the pros and the cons, speaking with the leasing department and stuff like that. So I haven't pulled the trigger on it quite yet, but I'm very interested. I will tell you, Elvis and Chris, they got a 2023 International, and that thing had 1,000 miles on it. So I'm thinking that's what it took from the manufacturer to Hirschback or something. Brand new. I'm like, woo-wee. Sorry, I just want to get my hands on one of those. But I love my 2022. Don't get me wrong. I'll read some comments in the chat. Ramen, what up, fam? What up, Ramen? I was just giving you a huge shout out and thanking you for helping Julio find out about that Walmart dedicated account. How much is the guaranteed minimum? I know he's very interested. I spoke with him today as well. So he should be getting hooked up with the dispatch manager for that account. And I hope all goes well for him. You know, one thing with me, when I get done training a student, I always try to follow up and make sure that they're in the green, you know. Kim Queen, what's up? Great job, boss, man. Congrats, Julio. Yeah, congratulations, Julio. And that's the thing. When some of my regular viewers or drivers get their truck, I hardly see them on the live anymore because they're out there making that paper. And you know what? That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. I had a student told me once, hey, you're just trying to kick me off the truck. I said, no, I'm trying to get you going. I know what Hirschbach pays while you're on the trainer's truck. It can help out, but let's be honest. The real reason why you're here is to get more than that. So, Logan, I think he may become a trainer, but I'm not sure. I see you guys. Hey, J-Bo, let's go, Logan. Game time tomorrow, you and me. Hey, Jerry, I just want to wish you all the best. I was watching your video on your channel, giving us an update about week 3 of your time at Hirschbach so far. Logan was just telling us that you and Tanya testing out tomorrow. Best of luck. Remember to use your get out and look if you don't feel sure. Don't try to be, you know, overconfident. You know what I mean? But stick to your guns. Stick to your guns. I did hear, I think it was Julio told me that on the day that you're testing, if it's not your time to test yet and a truck is available, you could like get some reps in or something like that. See, I didn't get my CDL through Hirschbach. I got my CDL at Prime Inc. So y'all know that story. The morning that I went to test out, it was raining. And I'm like, why this morning? Why? Of all the mornings. Jerry Wilson, you can ask my classmates. I never leave a get out and look in the bag. That's what's up. You got to use your get out and look. I was watching, I think it was the NFL yesterday, and the game ended and one of the coaches had one timeout left. I'm like, why didn't you use that one timeout before the game was over, before the kicker kicked the ball? I think it was that Bengals versus Kansas City game. Yeah, use the get out and look. That's what it's there for. And remember, on some of the maneuvers, you only have 2. I spoke with a student recently, used 2 of the get out and looks, got in the box, wasn't sure, used a 3rd get out and look, and they failed that person. So just so you know, don't use more than what you have. But if you're not sure and you know you have them, hey, use them. The same thing with pull-ups. You know what I mean? Tell Julio it's 1,550 a week guaranteed. Yes, he was telling me about that. He was telling me about that. He did speak with someone from the account, and I think he should be, today's what? Monday? He should be starting in a couple days here. I know he took the truck home, grabbed some stuff, especially for the winter time. You want to grab your personal stuff. I know he couldn't have all of his stuff on the truck with me. You know, it's a small space, but hey, we made it work, and he's got his new truck now, so he's looking good out there. Let's get to some comments. Logan, Logan Concrete. If he has them, even if he's square in the parallel, he will make sure to use them all. Okay. I see you guys are having fun training together down there, and that's good. Always find a small group of people who think like you and want to be successful. Um, in every class, you're gonna have a super trucker who thinks they know everything, and somebody who is just slacking off. You don't want to kind of mix with those people, but find someone who wants to be successful. Study the pre-trip with them. If you get extra time to back up the truck, stuff like that, so that's good. You said he used all the get out and looks. That's great, man. And even when you get your truck and you get out here, when you get to the truck stops early in your trucking career, it's kind of intimidating when you see some drivers sitting in their trucks, or you see someone just back in, boom, they got it. And you have to get out and look once, twice, even a third time, because your CDL is new, your career is new. You don't want to be out here playing bumper cars as no hippie trucking and transportation. A friend of mine from Prime Inc. He said, he's something about company versus lease. He said, if you want to play bumper cars early in your career, be a company driver, because as a lease driver, that deductible will hit you. I've got a comment from Stephen Herard. Next week I'll be in town. Okay, Stephen. And that means down in East Dubuque, or, well, I hear Kansas City is shut down, so that should be where you're going. Got that comment. But yeah, for all you guys that just joined me, I was talking about the evaluation and the upgrade process. If you missed it, once you get done with your 200 hours, or even when you get close to that, your trainer will get your evaluation process rolling. Once that's sent in, then your recruiter will send a message to your trainer's dispatch manager. They'll work that out to get you down to East Dubuque, schedule you to pick up your truck. And once you get down to East Dubuque, you get your truck and you're rolling. But the evaluation process, it's nothing crazy. I did mention before, it's like doing your daily duties, but your trainer is grading you. You know what I mean? We got a comment from Brighton. Amazing advice. I have heard that teamwork is a huge part of the success rate. It is. It is absolutely. I know Julio was in a class of 20, I think it was 22, and 20 students passed. No, that's a high rate if you ask me. We got a comment from Logan. It's awesome. All of our non-CDL holders have worked great together. Yes, that's good. That's good. I don't remember how much people is in your class or how large that group is, but the teamwork will help. It will help. And the more you talk about things while you are outside of the training, is the more you familiarize yourself with it. It's the more it becomes like second nature to you, if you know what I mean. I used to when I was at Prime Inc., I was by myself. Because at Prime Inc., the PSD phase, which is paid student driver, you get a trainer, you and that trainer work, and then you go test out to get your CDL. Now the second phase, which is the TNT phase, is where trainer and trainee goes out on the road. When I was by myself, I used to use the bed in the hotel like it was the front of the truck, and I would walk from one side, and I would say, okay, this is my passenger side, and I repeat everything that I need to do, and I go around to the other side of the bed, and I'm like, this is my driver's side, and I kind of like envision it like I was locked in. I was locked in, and I still failed on my first try. trying to get my CDL. I always be transparent and let people know that, because if you fail the first time, let's say it wasn't that bad and you were fully invested, um, they might give you another chance, you know. So sometimes we get so anxious, and that's why we even fail the first time, because I did almost everything right. I was on the in cab, and I forgot to turn the truck to off and turn it back to on position before I went ahead and did my air brake test. And just like that, an automatic fail. And here I am today as a trainer, being able to pass on and pay it forward to someone else to help them on their journey. So even if you don't knock it out the first time, don't get too down on yourself. No, we want to make sure we do our best and get it knocked out. But, you know, as long as you're invested, chances are you will get a second shot at it. So we had 18 students, and 11 of those are non-CDL holders. Okay. So pretty much a class of a lot of newbies. Logan said, all right, Critty, I'm gonna try to get a little sleep. Yep. You test out tomorrow. Good luck. I'm looking forward for Tanya channel for that live stream whenever you guys pass your CDL. And if I'm available, I'll drop a live stream tomorrow night. You guys can hop on and let us know what it is like for you. I got a comment from Raman. One of the guys in my class did his air brake test with the truck running. He was nervous. Yeah, and these are things that happens, you know. I just told you, I know of someone who did a 3 get out and look. And that individual, I think, had it in there the second time, but just wasn't sure. And these things happen. It doesn't mean that you're bad. It doesn't mean that trucking is not for you. It could just mean that in the moment, anxiety got the best of you, or, you know. And I've had persons who didn't get their CDL at Hirschbach, and they go to another company. And based on the experience that they got at Hirschbach, because I think if you fail twice, you won't get a third try, depending on how bad you are. They go somewhere else, they get their CDL. It's not the end of the world. But never give up on your dream. If it is for you, you're going to have that fire in you that doesn't want you to give up. And that's why when people ask me about, yo, I need to get my CDL. Can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? I try not to oversell. I will give the information, but some people, you might get into trucking and you probably think, you know, this industry is not for me. You know, I don't want you to quit your job, put everything on hold, and say, young Critty, tell me to do this. And when I get into trucking, oh, I have to be sleeping at truck stop. Sometimes the lifestyle change can be, that transition can be a little bit challenging. Yeah, the challenge can be a bit challenging. Raman said, never give up. Very true. Yeah, it is true. And good luck, Logan. Yeah. Rooting for all the guys that test out tomorrow. So, I don't know if I will be in East Dubuque tomorrow. I'm in St. Cloud, Minnesota right now at the Loves. You got a comment from Chris. Is this Twisted Oaks? He said, hello guys. I know Chris and Elvis, they were stuck in Wyoming. Wyoming, I think they had to shut down I-80 because trucks were sliding off the roads up there. They were stuck for about 4 days. And this is very important why you want to make sure you have food in your truck. Because if you're stuck in a situation like that, okay, so it's another Chris. Okay, nice to have you, Chris. If you're stuck in a situation like that, let's say you're at a truck stop. You don't want to be eating the same stuff from the truck stop for 4 days. Also, at the truck stop, you pay for convenience. So the same thing that you could get at Walmart a couple days prior and stock up in my English and my accent. The same thing that you could get at Walmart before and stock up on that in your truck. Now you're paying twice for that same thing at the truck stop. Big pile up. Oh, this is in Wyoming. Yeah, Elvis and Chris, they call me, they just left recently. So they were stuck up there for 4 days. We had a big pile up in Wisconsin. Today's Monday, I think on Friday. A couple fatalities as well. Didn't end well for some people. So we just have to stay safe out there. Got people talking about food. So Ramen, how is the OTR? Are you OTR? Oh no, you're on that Walmart dedicated, so that's good. Just want to make sure I got everyone's comment because sometimes I do miss out. We are going 45 minutes. I know a lot of my drivers they're gonna test out tomorrow, and some of my longer time viewers who have been here with me. I'm not gonna keep you guys for too long tonight, but had to do a live to congratulate Julio. He did very great. He did very well. Very great. I'm just killing it tonight. He did very well on his training. And I wish him nothing but success. But yeah, not gonna keep you guys too long. Probably catch you on a live tomorrow. Until then, as I always say, hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. Hey, stay safe and see you soon. Give him my number. You said give Julio your number. Okay. Yeah, Raman, I will do that. I will do that. Because he's up there in Pennsylvania, so that should help. Thank you, Britain, for all Britain or Brighton. I think I'm killing the name like people normally do with mine, but thank you so much. And that's a recruiter at Hirschbach. I'm pretty sure whenever you have any questions, Brighton will be helping out. So let's see. Much love. Yeah, respect, Damien. Much love, respect. First pronunciation. So it's Brighton. Type 1 if it's Brighton and 2 if it's Britain. I think it's Brighton. My English is not the greatest, but I try. Oh, my Lord. All good. Thank you. Yep. Thank you, everyone. Not going to make it too long of a stream tonight. Get some rest to all the ones that are testing out. Good luck tomorrow. See you soon. Peace.